make him give me roses.
When it comes to the Suns, one thing I don't get is why they're always talking trash then crying when somebody retaliates. First quarter, LeBron James gets the night started with a fast break layup after a block from Anthony Davis. This is the leader of the Knicks, the one we supposed to be building around.
I see you at the top, nigga. I'm gonna do this for you, bro. I'ma make him give me roses.
Welcome to today's edition of Blackout Sports. I am your humble host, Matthew Wilson, your future favorite sportscaster, here with another recap of the Knicks 2023-2024 NBA season. Now, before we get started, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for all breaking news and game analysis content. Now, if I told you you're an NBA team and your two stars will shoot an abysmal 11 for 43 from the field, 25%, and as a team you shoot 14 for 26 from the free throw line, 53%, you'd say that's an L, right? Well, that was the case for the Knicks on Wednesday against the Boston Celtics in their home opener. I guess the silver lining would be, hey, we only lost by 4 to a potential title contender. But tonight the Knicks looked to bounce back against the Atlanta Hawks, whose two stars, Trae Young and DeJounte Murray, struggled in their own right in their first game against the Hornets, shooting a 7 for 43, a whopping 21% from the field. With it being brick in the garden on Wednesday, the Knicks head to Atlanta to see if they can melt the ice tray and get a W in the win column against Trae Young and the Hawks. Knicks are in Atlanta looking to bounce back. My key word for RJ Barrett was consistency after scoring 24 last game. He does a good job here getting a flush to get New York's first basket. And Mitchell Robinson had foul trouble last game against the Celtics with no blocks. He gets one here, he'd have 4 on the night. And to keep your big man active defensively, you make him happy offensively as Jalen Brunson gives it to Mitch for an alley-oop dunk. Last game, Jalen Brunson struggled against the Celtics. In postgame, he said he needed to be better. He gets off to a good start getting his first 3 here, but he was not done. Matter of fact, his game reminded me of when LeBron James said, not 1. Up 5, he says, not 2. And not 3, but 8. 8 career-high threes for Jalen Brunson in this game. He go 8 and 12 from the three-point line, finishing with 31 points and 5 assists. Hawks gave the Knicks a little bit of problems, and a big problem was Jalen Johnson on his play, dunking over Hartenstein and Josh Hart, putting them both on a poster. And Ice Trae was ice cold this game, going 4 for 16 from the field, but he get 1 of his 12 assists to Clint Capella on his alley-oop. Trae Young will have 18 points for the game. But every time the Hawks will make it close, the Knicks would just hit another 3. They'd have 20 of them things tonight, shooting 45% from the three-point line. And as you see here, Dante DiVincenzo, free agent acquisition for the Knicks, hits another 3 to put them up 5. He'd have 16 points for the night. And RJ Barrett showing consistency and growth in this game, hitting this pull-up 2. He'd have 26 points. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter after a bad turnover from Quentin Grimes last play. Jalen Brunson turns the ball over again. The Knicks trying to give away this game. Bad situation going against Trae Young, but Trae Young gives the ball to Clint Capella for an alley-oop. He misses. They foul Randall. He'd make 2 free throws. And then on the ensuing play, Trae Young tries to get an easy layup, but he misses. The Knicks will end up surviving this game. They will go on to win 126-120, rebounded from their loss against Boston on Wednesday. They'll take on New Orleans tomorrow. All right, welcome back to Blackout Sports. Once again, your host, Matthew Wilson, your future favorite sportscaster. Hope you guys enjoyed that highlight from yours truly. Let's go ahead and break down the game real quick, then let's get out of here. A couple notes I have here. Trae Young, he was ice cold tonight. He had 18 points, but he shot 14 for 16 from the field. The Knicks did a really good job containing Trae Young. They were always on his hip. And you know, Trae Young's finishing move, his signature move is the floater. Mitchell Robinson wouldn't allow anything in the paint. Mitchell Robinson had a dominant game defensively. He had 4 blocks and 4 steals to go along with 7 points and 13 rebounds. This is exactly what we want to see from Mitch game to game. Last game against the Celtics, Mitch was in early foul trouble, so he didn't have a lot of minutes in that game, especially because he was matched up with Kristaps Porzingis, who's a perimeter player. Now, this game, he's matched up against Clint Capella, someone that basically does what he does. He's basically in the paint. He's a lob threat, rim runner, defender. So it's a little bit easier for Mitch to guard him. And Mitch was in the paint the whole night, and the Hawks couldn't do anything inside. The Knicks started struggled last game. Julius Randle did struggle this game. I don't have his numbers in front of me, but he did struggle this game. But it wasn't the Julius Randle that we see struggle, and he makes a lot of dumb mistakes. This was a composed Julius Randle. He made plays defensively. He made a lot of plays offensively as well, moving the ball around, spacing the floor. He didn't take a lot of crazy threes this game. So good on Julius Randle. I expect him to have a big offensive game soon. It's early in the season. It's only the second game. Not going to kill Julius Randle at all. The two big players for the Knicks, three players, because Mitchell Robinson is one of them. Mitch is definitely one of them. The other two players would be, Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson was cooking tonight. Absolutely cooking. This is the star that we're looking the New York Knicks to have to bring free agents to New York. And Jalen Brunson showed that tonight. Jalen Brunson had 31 points and had a career high in threes. Jalen Brunson was hitting threes from everywhere tonight. Jalen Brunson stayed hot. I think he kind of cooled off a little bit in the fourth quarter, but he didn't shoot a lot of threes there. He went 8 for 12 from the three-point line. I do believe that's a career high, or it tied a career high. Don't remember if it was 7 or 8, but it's a career high for Jalen Brunson to hit that many threes in a game. He was locked in. I heard his post-game comments after the Celtics lost. He took responsibility. He said that he needed to be better. And what did the captain of the Knicks do tonight? He was just straight up better. He was straight up better. And what a night to do that than against the Knick killer, Trae Young. You show out and you ball out that way. That's what the Knicks need to see from Brunson on a night in and night out basis. And that's going to be the person that's going to carry the Knicks to the playoffs this year. Another good thing, a great thing that I'm seeing, even though it's only 2 games. It's only 2 games, so I don't want to get out of pocket here. 2 games, RJ Barrett. There's been trade talks and Embiid, and he will be involved in the package, and he was involved in trade talks with Donovan Mitchell this year. This year, it looks like RJ's taking that personal. I do believe last game, he had 24 points. This game, RJ had 26 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds. And the great thing is his shooting is starting to get consistent. This is the RJ Barrett we've been waiting to see. RJ Barrett went 3 for 5 from the three-point line tonight. Shot looks smooth, everything. This is what we need from RJ. Aggressively, thinking fast, not getting the ball, holding on to it, patting it for a little bit, none of that. Getting the ball, making a quick decision. It's either I'm shooting this or I'm driving. This is the RJ Barrett that Knicks fans been wanting to see. Now, in my opinion, the game shouldn't have been close. There was a few times the Knicks were up by, they would be up by 4 and then be up by 10. But it seemed like the minute the Knicks would get up by 10, there was a lot of sloppy turnovers. And then the Hawks would just get right back into the game. The end of the game got a little bit scary in the fourth quarter. I think there was a play, let me see here. There was a play with 30 seconds left. Jalen Brunson kicks it to Quentin Grimes in the corner. It goes through his hands, hits him in the face. He loses it. Trae Young gets the ball, and then he immediately fouls Trae Young. The Knicks are up 4 at this point. Why would you foul Trae Young there? We get it. I think it's Quentin Grimes, 3rd year. He's still kind of young. In those situations, he needs to be a little bit smarter like that. You could tell Thibodeau on the sideline, he wasn't happy about it. But, I mean, this is your best defensive player. You're not up by a lot. It's the fourth quarter. The Hawks still have a chance to come back and win this game. I see why you leave him in here. But going forward, these are mistakes that Quentin Grimes can't have. And this is the reason why. Because the next play, I do believe there's 30 seconds left. 24 seconds left, excuse me. Jalen Brunson is bringing the ball up the court, and Julius Randle is at half court, and he throws like a lazy pass to Julius Randle that goes out of bounds. So the Knicks tried to give this game away. Luckily, Trae Young wasn't really feeling it too much shooting-wise this game. He went on a drive. He threw the ball up to Clint Capella. Clint Capella lost handle on it or whatever. It wasn't a good alley-oop. They missed. Julius Randle gets the rebound. They fouled Julius. They go back up 4. And then after that, Trae Young bolts down the court. He has an open layup here. It did kind of look like he might have gotten pushed. The refs didn't call it. Doesn't matter. He misses the layup. The Knicks get it again. They make two more free throws, and they end up winning the game 126-120. A high-scoring game. But overall, man, I think it was a great performance from the Knicks. Quickly showed up. Dante DiVincenzo, man. This is the reason why I was telling people, hey, I understand he's not a huge signing, but what do we see from Dante DiVincenzo tonight? The ability to create his own shot. The three-point accuracy. Dante DiVincenzo had like 3 threes this game. Defensively, playing passing lanes, staying in front of Trae whenever Quentin Grimes was out or whenever Quickly had to switch off. Or I'm loving what I'm seeing from Dante DiVincenzo. I understand he had a bad night last night. It's his first game in the Garden. I'm not going to criticize him for that. But he bounced back tonight. I mean, 16 points. 16 points from a guy coming off the bench, you love to see that. You love to see that. I think Dante DiVincenzo is going to be one of them players that Knicks love. I understand Knicks fans were upset, including myself. I didn't like losing Obi Toppin. I think he'll be better in Indiana. It's a better spot for him. There's more playing time for him. Tibbs didn't play him like that while he was here. But guys like Dante DiVincenzo, who have that heart defensively and have the ability to make threes on the other end of the floor, give you a few minutes to be like another spark plug coming off the bench with Emmanuel Quickly. It's exactly what the Knicks need, man. I think it's a great addition for the Knicks. And hopefully we get this consistently from them on a night in and night out basis. But overall, man, I think it was a good game. I think it was a good game. Like I said, DeJounte Murray showed up. You know what I'm saying? He played well. Trae Young's been struggling. I think he went 1 for 9 in the first quarter or the first half. Something he did not have a great shooting night. But the Knicks were all over him. Nobody could get anything in the paint. Mitch held everything down in the paint. Everything down. So this is the game that people are expecting the Knicks to be, projecting them to win anywhere from 46 to 50 games in the week Eastern Conference. I think the Knicks have the potential to do that, man. And Julius Randle isn't going to struggle every night. Like I said, I don't believe this game should have been close. The game was close because the Knicks had sloppy turnovers and things like that. That'll get cleaned up along the season. It's still early. But a really, really good showing from New York tonight. I really enjoyed this game. I enjoyed covering them. I enjoyed the highlight, all of that. But let's go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Once again, try to do this every Knicks game. I think they've played New Orleans tomorrow night. They play New Orleans tomorrow night, so I'll have at least a highlight reel up for y'all. I don't know if we'll do the full analysis, but at least a highlight reel. But that's it for me. Once again, your humble host, Matthew Wilson, your future favorite sportscaster, your host with Blackout Sports. You guys have a good night.
I'ma make him give me roses while I'm here. I'ma make him give me roses while I'm here. I'ma make him give me roses while I'm here. Rest in peace, Kobe, my nigga. I'ma do this for you, bro. I'ma make him give me roses while